Let's go back to one of our other stories. A Johannesburg motorist is recovering after he drove into a trench. Joburg Water claims it had attended to a burst pipe at the corner of Judith Road and Bayersnodea near Marks Park on Friday. And backfilling after work was completed at 3 p.m. didn't happen immediately. Let's speak to Etienne Hugo, who's the General Manager of Operations at Johannesburg Water. Thank you for your time this evening, Etienne. We appreciate it. What is actually going on? Because we were there today on site, and that is a very deep hole. The driver that drove into that hole is very lucky to be alive. Why was this not backfilled?
Good evening, Heidi. Yeah, maybe just to provide some background to the situation. The problem started on the 16th of February when Joburg Water received a call from a leak, specifically at that corner. A team was dispatched and they've excavated and determined that we've actually got a leaking valve on a 450 diameter pipeline. Technicians started with the repair work. We took them about 2 days up until the 20th of February. And the reason it took 2 days is because of the technical difficulty in repairing that specific pipe at that point. After repairs was done, we usually leave an excavation open to ensure that the repair is intact, or the repair work that was carried out is intact before we start the backfilling process. But during that thing, the excavation was barricaded properly with the necessary signage to allow us that time while the excavation is open. Unfortunately, about 2 days later, another burst happened. Another burst happened, and which we then repaired. There was 2 meters from that specific excavation, so we had to open up a bit further and deeper. And the reason being because of the size of the infrastructure. As I indicated, it was a 450 diameter main, and we went through the same process. And on Friday, the 3rd of September, March, we had a similar situation where there was another leak detected, but this time on adjacent 250 diameter pipe, and we had to again extend the excavation to repair that specific 250 diameter main. Every time, when we repair the main, after repair was repaired, the necessary barricading was done, plus the road signage, and the purpose was to make sure that the leak is properly repaired, and and then before the backfilling. And as we can now confirm, the leak is now properly repaired after the 2 days since the 3rd till today. So the backfilling exercises will start commencing from tomorrow to repair that excavation.
Okay, Etienne, have you been to that site? Have you seen the signage there?
I've seen the signage, photos of the signage. I haven't been at the site myself because we dealt with some other issues, but I haven't been inside. But I've seen the signage of the site with the netting that was in place in the previous occasions as well from the 16th of February, as well as, the jersey barrier, as well as then indicating that you need to change lanes.
Okay, so do you find that signage satisfactory? And I'm going to ask my team to just play some Olay, because when we got there, there is absolutely no signage. There's some random net that is literally it's literally tied to some plastic barricade that's not even a proper barricade. It literally does not even look, we're showing it right now on air. There's no signage from the oncoming traffic where the actual vehicle swerved and drove into that massive hole. There's just no proper signage. So I'm trying to understand how you find that signage satisfactory. So I get the fact that there's an issue and there was leak after leak and you couldn't close and backfill, but why is there no proper signage?
The signage, like I said, when I saw the footage of the thing further on, about 20 meters from that excavation, from oncoming traffic, there was a signage indicating to change lanes. Even when the accident happened, there was signs, although currently the investigation is still happening regarding that the driver went through the signage, as well as the jersey barrier, that was in place at that specific point. So all the signage as at yesterday morning was still in place.
Yeah, I mean, we've shown these visuals. There's no signage there. There's absolutely no signage there. So I've done my calculations. So you said there was work done, or it was reported on the 16th. Work was done on the 20th. Then on the 3rd of March, there was another leak reported, which was on Friday. So tomorrow is Monday, and I'm wondering when there's going to be a backfill and why there's been leak after leak. Like, has the work not been done properly that you keep seeing these leaks? And I'm emphasizing this because this is a massive hole. A whole vehicle drove into that hole.
Yes, as I indicated, yes, there's a number of leaks. It was not on the same location every time there was a leak, so therefore it's not the repair work. Unfortunately, as a city, we also sit with aged infrastructure and a backlog that we need to replace. So that's specifically that we're also dealing with. Some of this infrastructure is over 50 to 80 years old, and that's specifically what we're seeing here now. As I indicated, the backfilling, because we can now confirm that the last leak that was detected on the 3rd of March is repaired, that the backfilling should commence from tomorrow onwards, so that we can fill up and do the necessary reinstatement. But at the same time, as a medium to a long-term exercise, we need to then start the process of getting that 450 diameter pipe replaced, as well as the 250. But again, we're sitting with a backlog, so that's a medium to a long-term plan.
So Etienne, can you confirm that the backfill will happen tomorrow?
The backfilling should start commencing from tomorrow. Like I said, it's usually our process. We leave it open for between 3 and 5 days to ensure everything is fine. There's no reoccurring leaks that emanates from the repair. So tomorrow we can start with the backfilling exercise.
Okay, and then just some advice. If the backfill does not happen tomorrow, you should do some proper signage there, because I was literally there today and there is no signage whatsoever. You cannot see what's going on there. But thank you for your time this evening. That is Etienne Hugo, who's the General Manager of Operations of Johannesburg Water. I mean, we're literally showing you those visuals. There's absolutely no signage there. A small net does not suffice, especially during load shedding, and that road leading to West Park Cemetery, there's absolutely no lighting there. It's just unacceptable. And you have a mayor that says he wants to fix potholes, but you have a massive trench there and nothing's been done about it.